This video is sponsored by Circl. Now, Circl is a sweepstake game. It's a bit like those games you see at work or at the pub or at a game or whatever. When someone says put in a few quid, they do a raffle, and if your team is picked, you win the jackpot. It's that simple, but there's also a little bit of a twist to it as well, which I'll explain in a second. Now, when you download the Circl app, there's a ton of games you can get involved with, including Manchester City ones. Say you enter Manchester City Circl for tomorrow's game, for example. You can enter, you can join in with loads of other people, and every single time an action happens in that game, be it a free kick, a goal, a red card, a corner, or whatever, that Circl will move and shift. And the aim and the hope is to be at the top of the Circl when the game finishes at full time. If you're there at the top, you win the jackpot. It's an awful lot of fun and adds a bit of spice to any games that you are watching. And it's not just Man City games as well. You can set up circles with your own friends, set up your own stipulations in your own rules, set up your own pot and all that kind of stuff, and invite your mates to enter. It really is that simple. Job done. Now, you do have to be 18 plus to enter, and of course live in the UK. When you download it, use the code EsteemedKompany when you register and sign up. And of course, it is a gambling product, so please do gamble aware. So if you want to enter, do it right now by clicking the link in the description. And of course, I'll be paying attention during the watch along tomorrow to see who's at the top of the Circl and who's going to win the jackpot. Good luck, Blues, and let me know in the comments if you've entered. Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to another video, the advert for the sponsored video there from Circl. I will be doing and paying attention to that, as I said in the plug, during the watch along tomorrow. It's a really good little app, by the way. It's really good fun. I like it. It's basically a simple little game, as you said, where it just goes around the pots. And you can get involved, and I'll be paying attention. So, EsteemedKompany for the sign up. A £5 deposit gets you a £5 free bet as well. So, go for it if you are interested in that kind of stuff. Anyway, beautiful people, City are playing tomorrow in the Champions League. The champions, dun 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 dun. It is back tomorrow, and it obviously, of course, is a big game of football. How are you all feeling, man? How are you all feeling ahead of this game? What's the current mood in the camp? Do let me know. Do let me know in the comments, because obviously people are joining live. It's good to see people here like Luke, M4, 4002, Nam, CB, Anthony, Israel, Charlie. Very nervous, says Charlie. Anthony's confident. I'm pretty relaxed. Relaxed is the word I would go for. Sebastian's nervous too. Russ and Anthony both saying 2-0 City. I've got a feeling City are going to turn up for this game, man. It's going to be fascinating because Leipzig are a good side, but we will see. We will see. I've got a feeling like this City side are going to be up for it. Kyle Kenny reckons a Foden masterclass is inbound. We'll get onto that in a bit, man. He might not even start this game. Who knows? Because obviously Champions League Maras is a thing. We'll have to see, won't we? It's going to be fascinating anyway. So please do hit the like button and subscribe if you are new to the channel. Let's get the likes up on this video. It does help. I only need 48 more subscribers to get to 65,700. Do me a massive favour and get there for me. Now, of course, the context of this game is Manchester City are playing Leipzig tomorrow. Last time around, I'll bring it up on screen right now. This was the situation there. It was an interesting game of football. We had the better of the game overall. I thought we slacked off a little bit in the second half. 62% possession, 12 shots to their 7. They had 4 on target, we had 3 on target. But largely, we sort of controlled that game until the second half when they came back into it. Mara scored in the first half. Joska Vardial, a guy obviously we're linked to quite a lot, with a header towering over Diaz, though some would say it was a foul involved in that. Potentially not. And this is how we lined up that day. With Ake, Ruben Diaz, and Akanji, with Bernardo Silva nominally playing at left back, of course, but tucking in alongside Rodri, with Kyle Walker. Well, I mean, that's a weird formation. Now, Kyle Walker was playing right back. I don't know what he's doing there. Sorry. Yeah, that was Walker right back, and then Ake left back, Diaz and Kanji. And it was Mahrez on the right wing, Grealish. And then, I mean, it was sort of like that when we had the ball, but that's definitely wrong. But you see the midfield there. There was no De Bruyne. Hence why I got the title of this video, De Bruyne to start. Will he come back into the team? And of course, you look at our last result, Man City's last result. I've got the Leipzig matches up there. We didn't start Kevin De Bruyne. Kevin De Bruyne was on the bench for this game with Bernardo Silva, Gundogan, Rodri. And before that, Newcastle, De Bruyne did play, but he came up pretty early on, which was a bit of a shame for him. Bournemouth, KDB was on the bench once again with Alvarez playing. So KDB is not guaranteed to start at the moment. So that to me is a really interesting narrative from this game to see how it unfolds. I'm confident City will do this tomorrow. It's really weird, this. Like, I do feel at the moment this City side is like, even though we haven't been anywhere near our best, there's something about this City side that I wouldn't be surprised at all. It's just based on a gut instinct, you know. I'm not saying I'm going to be right, but I wouldn't be surprised if this City side found a way to go a little bit further in the Champions League than, we expected. Because sometimes teams do that, you know. Sometimes they have a not particularly great season, but they just become a difficult team to beat in cup games. And I wouldn't be surprised if we found that to our game this season, because we are starting to warm up into it. Our form has been slowly getting better. You know, I'm not saying we're absolutely smashing it, but, since that Spurs game, things don't look too bad, you know. I'll bring up the results on screen once again. The Spurs game was dire, but then Villa 3-1, Arsenal 3-1 away. Forest was frustrating, but we should have won that game comfortably. Leipzig was not too bad at 1-1 away from home. No away goals, by the way, don't forget. But then Bournemouth 4-1, 3-0, 2-0, and 1-0. We're actually on a winning streak, which hasn't been too bad, and players are starting to find the form. So, I don't know, man. I'm just feeling a little bit confident. Like, I feel like there could be something in this game. There could be a little bit of hope there for a potential, a potential good run. Like, let's get the win. Let's get the win, and let's get into the quarterfinals, and everyone will be absolutely buzzing. Style of play doesn't work in Champions League. I don't know if you can say that, Jack, because we've barely seen this style of play, I think it might work more than we realise. We will find out tomorrow. Maybe you're right, Jack. Maybe I am wrong. We will see. Or maybe I'm right and you're wrong. We'll absolutely find out. In terms of the press conference, Guardiola, of course, had plenty to say, as always. He talks a lot about Leipzig. He said, I'm a big fan of what they do. Said they're so aggressive in the high pressing. They have an incredible build-up and they use the keeper. 8 players inside, 2 incredible wide fullbacks. And you close inside and they go to fullbacks. When you defend outside, they have more players inside. It's so difficult to control. You have to be in the right tempo for pressing. Because Nkunku is exceptional and they live lots without him. I hope for a speedy recovery. Try and find our spaces and places and our quality to punish them. He said, hopefully we'll defend because we are better. We have to win the game. And to win, we have to try. It will be a good game. We have a fantastic team. At Munich, they were second division. Since then, when it was at Munich, they were second division. Since then, they do incredible. They are improved an awful lot. Interestingly, Guardiola was also asked about whether Champions League will define his City success. He put yes for public opinion. That doesn't mean I agree, but absolutely, we'll be judged for that competition. My first Champions League game here, they say, are you here to win Champions League? I said, what? But that's how it is. He's right. I mean, obviously, even if this is my opinion, I'm not saying it's yours. Guardiola left tomorrow. He's been an unequivocal success at Manchester City Football Club, because the Manchester City that when he came to the Manchester City now, it's a different level. It's a different level of quality. It's a different level of competition that he's built in the Premier League. We're a much bigger club. We are a vastly bigger club, So even though, of course, he still has to win it, I think it's a massive success. I think his time at City has been a success. For me as a City fan, I've seen stuff I never thought was possible in a City shirt. Like the football, the quality, it's been immense. And I'd be devastated when he goes. Of course, though, I do agree that maybe he probably should win it, potentially. I don't think it defines his success personally as at the time of City. But I get it. I actually get it, I get it. I absolutely get it personally. He said, I always believe... we've talked about... Leipzig said, I don't pay attention to the game last season. First half we were better, second half they were better. We tried to figure out what to do. Just a few things for more control and play a bit better. Always, I believe the transition games is goes in your favour or not. Champions League knockout game, maybe we need more. The game will dictate what we do. He's talking a little bit about the general energy of a game there and how it will change, how the transitions will be so important to the outcome of this game. And that's probably fair as well, I reckon. He talked about De Bruyne, so it's a difficult season for all of us, me included. The World Cup, many things. I'm not going to score for Kevin. It's his ability. I'd like him to go to the principles. He has an incredible ability to score and pass. Always, I believe, they'll increase with simple things. Don't lose the balls. Simple things, do it again and get better. When this happens, the rest will come. Like Erling, he will score and be involved. It means you're inside of the game. Kevin is the same. The simple things perfectly. Move outside, attack the channels. The actions to create are incredible and passes will be easier. That's interesting. So basically, that's a very Guardiola way of saying back to basics. He's sort of quoted Fabian Delphi there. Like, do the simple things well and the difficult stuff comes a lot easier is what he's trying to say. And fundamentally, he's right, man. Like, if you do the difficult things well, football does get a little bit easier. It does. It really does. And I think right now, Guardiola knows that Kev just needs to focus a little bit on being him again. Like, get the system right. Focus on making the short passes. And once you've got the confidence and you're playing well, you're not trying to force it, which I think he's trying to do, by the way. everything else will come from that. He talks about Haaland as well. He said it's important about his all-round game. So I don't like one player just to score goals in the box. It's important. We need it of him. But away from opponent's box, he cannot score a goal. We just need him to be active. We have to take a look at him, and he has to be involved. He has improved. He can be better. He said Haaland has a great mentality to reset when he misses a chance. But I had a lot of players out of the Barcelona. How you behave in these moments is key. Indeed. I agree entirely. Mark, of course, with the super chat says we'll win the rest. I love it. Hopefully you're right, mate. Hopefully you're right indeed. We are here to win the rest. I'm feeling pretty confident about tomorrow, man. Let's try and pick the team together. Like, what does everyone reckon it's going to be? Now, we all know whether some of you like it or not. Ederson is going to be in goal. What? How? Like, I don't even know. Like, Haaland is the easy one. He's going to start. Rodri's going to start. He's the easy one. I think Ake was definitely going to start. I would say Richard, hello, my friend. And yes, it is difficult, Wicker Man. Absolutely. Got a bit of energy today, which is not too bad. Walker is going to start, in my opinion. I think Diaz will start as well. Did we see Laporte? I think it'll be a Kanji too. Everyone reckons it'll be a Kanji. Could it be Stones though? What if it's Stones? What if it's this? Diaz and Stones with Walker at right back. What if it's that? That is my general guess. But it could be Stones at right back, Mark, as well. I hope it's Kyle Walker, by the way. I feel like Kyle would be a bit more sensible. I'm going to go for something like that. I think De Bruyne starts this game. But does that... Who sits out then if that's the case? Like, does Bernardo play and Gundogan sits on the bench? What if it's something like this? Rodri with Silva alongside him and De Bruyne. I think it'll be this. I think Gundogan might be on the bench for this game, personally. I think he plays De Bruyne. Who plays that wide? I got a feeling. Everyone reckons it could be Stones here. Maybe it will be. I don't think there's a chance. I think there's a chance that we do see Laporte, you know, by the way. I think there's a chance we could see Laporte. This is going to be Grealish. I think he'll play. I think this might be Mahrez. Joel's got an idea that it could be Foden on the left and Bernardo on the right. I think Mahrez could play, you know. I think it's harsh on Foden, but I think Mahrez on the Champions League, he scored in the previous round. I think it's going to be something like this. Jack reckons Gundo has to play. Maybe he does, but then I don't think he's going to leave. I mean, this is going to be Silva. I think Bernardo's definitely going to play. Sorry, Bernardo, KDB. It'll be Silva or Gundogan. It'll be something like this. It's going to be interesting to see how we adapt to it. Like, we know how they're going to be. They're going to be aggressive, man. Like, I'll go back to Leipzig and how they played last time, you know. Leipzig the other day, their form in general, like, they beat Mönchengladbach the other day 3-0. This is how they played with Blažević, Henriks, Orban, Vardial, Raum, good fullback that I kind of sort of wanted. I can't pronounce his name, I'm sorry. Silva, Andre Silva, of course, Timo Werner, and Forsberg. So it's a good forward line. Those four are a dangerous four. I can't pronounce his name. I'm so sorry. So Zoboszlai. I don't know, something like that. To me, I'm expecting this to be Szoboszlai. I don't know, something like that. I'm really bad at it. I'm expecting this to be a really aggressive game, but I think City at the Etihad, you know, it's going to be a horrible. If the weather right now is anything to go by and it's minging out in the northwest, it could be a horrible night, and that could upset them a little bit. But we'll obviously be used to it. I'm expecting City to win tomorrow 2-1. I think they will score, and I think it'll be nervy. And I don't think it's going to be a classic performance, but I think we'll win. I think we're going to win. Yeah, personally, I think we will do. Start the three main midfielders, says Luis. Who are the three midfielders? Oh, you think Gundo is going to sit on the bench? We'll see. We will see. I'm going to see. Yeah, I'm going to say 2-1 Manchester City. That's the way I see this game going. And fingers crossed, you know. Fingers crossed. Haaland will get a goal. I reckon he will definitely score. And do you know what? I'm going to go for Jack Grealish. I'm going to go for Jack Grealish to get on the score sheet. I've got a feeling Jack is going to be excellent. I mean, this is obviously the team that I reckon it'll be. But at the same time, I'm going to do an alternative team right now. It could be that Laporte actually gets a start, you know. It could be that Laporte gets a start, Diaz is over here, and Walker and Stones is over there. It could be that De Bruyne doesn't start, and this is Gundo, and this is Bernardo. Oops, gone over here. Bernardo plays here. De Bruyne could be on the bench. Or it could be that, you know, Bernardo plays over here. And we could get KD. This could be Gundo. And this could be KDB. It could be that we see Foden over on the left here as well, with Mahrez over here. It's a lot of different variations. Alvarez won't start, I don't think. I have no idea, to be honest, how it's going to go, but there are plenty of ways to look at it. Either way, my prediction is that I think it's going to be 2-1 City. I will see. We'll have to see. I'm hoping we turn up, man, because this is the fucking Champions League. We really need City to turn up, man. I want a big performance tomorrow. I want intensity. I want purpose. And I do think we'll see it, because I do think we are actually getting better at this. And we're starting to see signs of City playing some good football. I'm feeling pretty positive. Like, I'm feeling positive at the moment. Like, so I reckon we should feel relatively comfortable. I mean, if we don't, all hell is going to break loose. But this City side are starting to find a bit of form and a bit of belief. And I do think, to me, that could be enough to get the job done. I hope. I absolutely hope. We will see, won't we? We will see. You never know how things are going to go with City these days, but I'm hoping we've got enough here, man. I'm hoping we've got enough. I will be doing a watch-along tomorrow, so I am fully back to fitness, so which is nice. You know, I have been ill recently quite a bit, and I've been exhausted because Ruben's not been particularly well either. My Ruben, not Ruben Diaz, he's been fine. But I'm back tomorrow for the watch-along, which I can't wait. So tomorrow I will be doing a watch-along, and this here, Circl, as you see at the top of the video, the Circl app, go and download it if you want to get involved in the shifter, the classic shifter over on Circl, where it's like a little sweepstake thing and it's good fun. And I'll be watching that tomorrow, and I'll be paying attention to it on my phone. It'll be interesting to see how it goes tomorrow. How's the little one doing? He's good, mate. He's just his eczema. It's just a pain in the arse. I want it to go. He's had it for months now, and he's scratching, and he wakes himself up, and it's horrible. It's really difficult because the little man, he just doesn't sleep very well, and then we don't sleep, and then sleep deprivation is torture. It really is. That's one thing I've learned. Last night wasn't too bad, so hence why I've got a bit of energy today, but I'll crash in about an hour or two, I reckon. I reckon I will do. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Please do like the video. I'm going to go and help Nicola put him to bed now. You're all awesome. Let me know your predictions in the comments below. Do enter Circl if you want to get involved in the sweepstake tomorrow. I'll catch you for the watch-along, and I'll see you in the morning. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.